Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and this is the 2023 Look Ahead. Yes, that's right. It's a new year, and I want to tell you guys what we are going to be doing in 2023 on Master the Game. So let's get started. All right, so I got some notes here. I had to write some things down because I have always had a lot of ideas. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know there's a lot of things I like to do. I like to promise, and sometimes I overpromise and underdeliver. So I'm going to be very careful not to overpromise in this, but I am going to tell you about the things that I'm going to do. So right now, I've already got the January content planned out. I've already got videos ready for the next few weeks, and so I am very excited to say that. We've got a couple DM roundtables we filmed a while ago that are going to be going live over the next couple weeks. There's only 2 of them, so there's only 2 left, but those will be up on the channel over the next couple weeks. Before I get into the content stuff for the channel, I do want to say that for my patrons, first of all, thank you for all the support you've given me over the years. I appreciate it. I love the fact that you guys continue to support me, and most of you have become really good friends. I enjoy talking to you guys, some of you on a daily basis. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing the content that I'm doing today, so thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. So with that, though, I want to give back. I want to do more. So we will continue to do random roll tables. I have a bunch that I'm working on at the moment. I also want to give you guys custom magic items. I love creating homebrew stuff, so I'm going to be giving you guys more of that. So I'm going to be giving you guys all of that from the campaigns that I'm running, such as the BlackRock game. I have a lot of magic items I've done in that game. If you've watched any of my stream games, then you will be getting some of those items that I've made up in those. Most of the magic items I give out in games are made up. Occasionally, I just take what's in the DM's guide or whatever. So you'll be getting that. There's another thing that I've started working on. I don't know how successful they're going to be, but I'll still share them with you even if they suck. And that's just a reflection on me. But I want to give you guys 1-page one-shots, little themed one-shot. I don't know how detailed I'm going to go in with them. But I've got like little ideas that I'm just going to try and put onto a piece of paper. I'll type them up, turn them into a PDF, maybe draw a map. I've got some maps of some already. And I'm just going to share them with you guys occasionally throughout the year, give them to you guys, and you guys can enjoy those. So those are the things I want to do for you guys. There's still the opportunity that I might share some homebrew stuff, some of my world building, because I like to write and I like to come up with that stuff. And you know, it's just fun, and if you guys can take inspiration from it or whatever, then more power to you. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing for the patrons. So now that we've talked about that, 2023 is not going to be like 2022 for me. I was sick for 7-8-ish months with pneumonia and bronchitis in 2022. It really killed my content schedule, killed all momentum I had, and actually I really felt like it gave me imposter syndrome. It was hard, even when I was starting to feel better, to do content because I was worried it wasn't going to be what I wanted it to be. And so it was very hard to overcome that. In fact, this is my first video I've sat down to record, other than the year-end review, in months. And so it's really difficult. Even streaming, I've wanted to do streams. Not necessarily like campaign streams, but just I've wanted to do streams hanging out with you guys. And it's been hard for me to build up the, I don't know, it's not motivation. It's overcoming that imposter syndrome. Like, oh, do people really want to see this? And I don't know why, but I think I'm past it now. I've sat down and looked at everything I had planned in 2022. I watched some of my older videos back, and I think, again, 2023 is not going to be like 2022 in that regard. So we're going to be doing less campaigns, which is going to help me not suffer from burnout. I'm just not going to run as many games as I did. If people want to run games, you know, I'm more than happy to play in a couple, but I'm not going to fill every night of my week with RPG stuff. I just can't do that anymore. I just think I need to I need to take it a little bit easier. And, you know, again, 2021, I definitely overbooked myself constantly. And for me, when I started removing some of that from my schedule, I noticed I gained a closeness with my kids and stuff that while I thought I was close to them before, I am closer now than I've ever been with them. So I just want to make sure that I have moments to recharge where I'm not just always thinking about RPGs. So I'm making a conscious effort this year to not overdo that. So less campaigns. So I just wrapped up Blackrock Adventures. We've still got Descent into Avernus. We've still got Tyranny of Dragons. I still got my Patrons game. So we'll continue those. There's still opportunities to play in some other games that I will do. But right now, I don't plan on adding any more games to the channel in the near future. Who knows? That might change. However, I will be doing more of the other streams I used to do. I used to do interviews. I used to bring people on. I think the last guest I had, I don't remember who it was. It may have been Sean Robertson from Palladium Books. There was talk of bringing Kevin Sembita on, who I guess he was interested. I was talking to Sean about it. He said Kevin was interested. I still want to do that, but it wouldn't necessarily be an interview format like that. I am going to be bringing back the RPG Power Hour, as I call it. And it's less of an interview, and it's more of, hey, here's some topics to discuss. If I have a guest on, I'll let them promote their stuff, let them introduce themselves. But I want to get general gaming advice. I want to talk about, you know, different topics and dive a little deeper into certain things. I think that would be interesting to get, you know, other influencers, other content creators, maybe people from the community, industry professionals, get their takes on these things. So I'll be doing this. It's like a podcast format. It will not be streamed. It will be pre-recorded, and that's because I want it to be released at the same time every week or every month or whenever, however often I do it. But I know trying to line up schedules can be difficult. So I want to be able to be flexible for people in their schedules. Also, with having kids and things like that, I don't always have the most flexible schedule anymore. My kids are starting to partake in different activities. So some nights of the week they're busy, whether it's my daughter in orchestra, my son playing basketball, things like that. So, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a regular thing on a weeknight, for example. So I think being able to have that flexibility is going to be huge for that show. And I really think that's a show you guys are going to like based on what I learned about the content you guys liked in previous years. You guys seem to want more of those interviews and just the conversational stuff. So I want to give that to you. And I think this is the way that I like to do it. There's also the opportunity for me to do solo shows of RPG Power Hour where it's just me talking and stuff like that. And in those cases, those ones might be live. So we might do occasional special ones that are live. And then you can engage in the chat and things like that. So most of them are going to be pre-recorded. There's a chance that maybe we do some, you know, that aren't pre-recorded. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have those as two separate things. More streams. And lastly, I really want to go back to my basics. I think the reviews are good, giving you guys my opinions on mechanical stuff, maybe house rules, things like that. I think you guys enjoy that. Also, some tips and advice for DMs, players, things like that. I do want to do that. I enjoy making those videos. To me, they're fun. It makes me think about different ways to counter certain spells or help a player who's having trouble developing a backstory or whatever. So probably do more of that. I enjoy world building, but I don't know if I make the best world building content. So maybe I have a little bit of imposter syndrome. I'll have to analyze that one a bit more. So I don't plan on doing a lot of world building stuff unless I've already done something and I want to talk about it. So I think it's going to be more like that, and maybe that will inspire you guys. So a lot of my content I'm hoping is going to be more inspirational and maybe a little bit educational. Reviews are good. I think that helps people make decisions on buying things. Whereas, some of the advice and things like that maybe will inspire you, things like that. And also might even, again, inform you on some things. So I think that's where my channel is going. Here on this primary channel, I will be doing my campaigns live here. I will be doing those streams that I talked about, or those shows I talked about called RPG Power Hour, and then I'll be doing those videos. If you want to see the type of content I used to do with video games like Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, I plan on still doing that, but that'll be on Twitch and the Master the Game streams channel. So go check those out for those. Once again, if you want access to the stuff I talked about for my patrons, go follow us over there. Subscribe here. Subscribe to our newsletter. There's going to be some opportunities this year that I'm really excited about, but I'm not going to overdo it. My plan is to do at least one piece of content a week on this channel that's a video. And then obviously you'll get the streamed games from Saturday nights 2 weeks out of the month. They'll be back-to-back weeks, and then I take 2 weeks off. So you'll be getting some Saturday streamed games throughout the year until we wrap up those campaigns. And then my patrons campaign as well, which is on Sundays, will also still be here. And right now, that is supposed to be once a month. When we come back, we might do every other week for a couple weeks and then go back to once a month. I'm not sure yet, but I'll talk to the players about that and see what they can do, and we'll do what we can. But yeah, that's the plan, and I'm really excited about it. I think sticking to this is going to make it so it's not too much for me. I'm not going to feel overwhelmed, hopefully. With, again, the things I learned in 2022, saying no to certain opportunities that, I felt like I was overcommitting to. I really think 2023 is going to be a better year for me. And this isn't me just saying this because it's a new year, new me thing. This is me actually feeling this in my core, and me making adjustments based on how last year went. And obviously I've been doing this since 2012. I've been doing RPG videos for over 10 years now. So going on 11 years in March. So this is a big deal for me. And I've learned a lot over the years. I've learned how to handle my time, how to do the things I want to do. I've learned how to say no to things that were hard for me to do in the past. And again, it's going to be great. So if you are somebody who wants me to review a product or whatever, you can still reach out to me. In fact, I still look forward to, like I said, reviewing things. It's some of my best content on the channel. And if you want to join the community, please do. Head on over to our Discord. That's the best way to contact me. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, I've made some amazing friends over there. We have a nice community of awesome people from around the world. And we talk about all sorts of things. We talk about our personal lives. We talk about RPGs, video games, sports, all sorts of things. So I know quite a few people have found games together. Other Discord channels have, started up because of my Discord. So that's always cool when you see people who used to be really active in your community go and start smaller ones for the other games and things like that. So that's always cool. But so with that, thank you guys for watching. This was Master the Game. I am Juice, wishing you the greatest start to your 2023. Game on.